डियर स्टूडेंट्स, हम आइगन वैल्यूज़ और आइगन फंक्शन वाले चैप्टर को ही कंटिन्यूस कर रहे हैं। आज हमें सॉल्व करनी है सॉल्व द होमोजीनियस फ्रेडहोम इंटीग्रल इक्वेशन ऑफ सेकेंड काइंड gx इज इक्वल टू लैम्डा इंटीग्रल 0 to 2 पाई साइन x प्लस टी जी टी डी टी। नाउ gx इज इक्वल टू लैम्डा इंटीग्रल 0 to 2 पाई, इसे हम खोल सकते हैं, ये हो जाएगा साइन x कॉस टी प्लस साइन टी कॉस x जी टी डी टी, और gx इज इक्वल टू लैम्डा साइन x इंटीग्रल 0 to 2 पाई कॉस टी जी टी डी टी प्लस लैम्डा कॉस x इंटीग्रल 0 to 2 पाई साइन टी जी टी डी टी। दिस इज इक्वल टू लैम्डा साइन x c1 प्लस लैम्डा c2 cos x, where c1 is equal to integral 0 to 2 pi cos t gt dt, and c2 is equal to integral 0 to 2 pi sin t gt dt. This is first, second and third equations. Substituting the value of gt from first in second, we get c1 is equal to, using first and second, we get c1 is equal to integral 0 to 2 pi cos t into gt means lambda c1 sin t plus lambda c2 cos t dt, और c1 is equal to lambda c1 integral 0 to 2 pi sin t cos t dt plus lambda c2 integral 0 to 2 pi cos square t dt. This is equal to lambda c1 by 2 integral 0 to 2 pi sin 2t dt plus lambda c2 by 2 integral 0 to 2 pi 1 plus cos 2t dt. और c1 is equal to lambda c1 by 2 integral of sin 2t is minus cos 2t by 2 0 2 pi plus lambda c2 by 2 t plus sin 2t by 2 limits 0 to 2 pi. This is equal to lambda c1 by 2, माइनस साइन हमने बाहर ले लिया, cos 4 pi is 1 minus cos 0 is also 1, so 1 minus 1 by 2 plus lambda c2 by 2 into 2 pi. Now sin 4 pi is 0 and sin 0 is 0, so plus 0. Then at t is equal to 0, t is 0, so this will be all 0. And this will be equal to lambda c2 pi. And we get here c1 minus lambda c2 pi is equal to 0. This is fourth equation. Now substituting the value of gt in third, we get c2 is equal to, so using first in third, we get c2 is equal to integral 0 to 2 pi sin t into lambda c1 sin t plus lambda c2 cos t dt. This is equal to lambda c1 integral 0 to 2 pi sin square t dt plus lambda c2 integral 0 to 2 pi sin t cos t dt. This is equal to lambda c1 integral 0 to 2 pi 1 minus cos 2t by 2 dt plus lambda c2 integral 0 to 2 pi sin 2t by 2 dt. Therefore, C2 is equal to lambda C1 by 2. Integrating, we get t minus sin 2t by 2 limits 0 to 2 pi plus lambda C2 by 2 minus cos 2t by 2 0 to 2 pi. So this is equal to lambda C1 by 2 pi sin 2 pi is 0 minus 0 sin 0 is 0 plus lambda C2 by 4 minus 1 plus 1. So this implies C2 is equal to lambda C1 pi. So lambda C1 pi minus C2 is equal to 0. For non-zero solution, of the system of equations fourth and fifth, we must have determinant 1 minus lambda pi minus 1 is equal to 0, or minus 1 plus lambda square pi square is equal to 0. This implies lambda square pi square is equal to 1, and this implies lambda is equal to plus minus 1 upon pi. There are two values of lambda, that is there are two eigenvalues. When lambda is equal to lambda 1 is equal to 1 upon pi, then from fourth and fifth we have lambda pi is equal to कितना हो गया इससे 1. सो C1 माइनस C2 इज इक्वल टू 0 फोर्थ से, और फिफ्थ से भी क्या हो जाएगा C1 माइनस C2 इज इक्वल टू 0. Therefore from both equations give C1 minus C2 is equal to 0. This implies C1 is equal to C1. When C1 is equal to C2, then from first Gx is equal to lambda C1 sin x, lambda is equal to 1 by pi, so 1 by pi C1 sin x plus 1 by pi C2 means C1 cos x. This is equal to C1 by pi sin x plus cos x. And when lambda is equal to lambda 2 is equal to minus 1 by pi, means lambda pi is equal to minus 1, then we will get C1 plus C2 is equal to 0. Because here this is minus 1, so C1 plus C2 is equal to 0. Again here minus C1 minus C2 means C1 plus C2 is equal to 0. This implies C2 is equal to minus C1. So when lambda is equal to lambda 2 is equal to minus 1 by pi, Gx is equal to lambda means minus 1 by pi C1 sin x minus 1 by pi minus C1 means plus हो जाएगा ये C1 cos x, and this is equal to minus C1 by pi sin x minus cos x. So when lambda is equal to lambda 1 is equal to 1 by pi, the eigenfunction Gx is equal to sin x plus cos x, taking C1 by pi is equal to 1. And when lambda is equal to lambda 2 is equal to minus 1 by pi. Then eigenfunction gx is equal to sin x minus cos x, taking minus c1 by pi is equal to 1. In this way, we find the eigenvalues and eigenfunctions.